Last time on the Crystal Palace career mode, we won the damn league in one of the craziest races in Premier League history. But our hunger isn't done yet. The Champions League will be ours. Wilker Fariñas. Wilker had another amazing season, 22 clean sheets in the Premier League. He had his times where he messed up from all the long shots that went in, but at the same time, he's been a very good keeper. For a 5'11 keeper, he's continuing to grow and make amazing saves, and that's exactly what we're going to need for the Champions League campaign this season. Defense, Foyth, Atal, Vinagre, Kunde, Favka, for short. This defense continues to grow as a unit. You got Juan Foyth and Jules Koundé continuing to dominate Europe's elite forces of darkness. The new additions of both Ruben Vinagre and Youssef Atal have made our attack absolutely skyrocket. The two had 8 assists, 8% of our club's assists in Season 3. Midfield, Luka Milivojevic. At 30 years old, the man still manages to produce near double digits last season. 9 goals and 10 assists. Old men watch as one of your kind continues to thrive. Age is just a number. Unless you're Adam Johnson. Thomas Partey. I thought this man couldn't possibly contribute more, but I was so wrong. His stats improved immensely. 10 goals and 17 assists. He scored bangers and he scored vital goals. I expect nothing less this season as we aim for old big ears. Attackers, Brahim Diaz. Breakout Brahim of Season 3 saw himself scoring 16 goals, a big improvement from Season 2. He played a bigger role and it seemed like he was adjusting more to the Premier League physicality. Not to mention he was extremely impressive in the Champions League. Could he be the difference between us and Champions League glory? Wilfried Zaha. 8 goals and 13 assists. He just continues to have these very consistent seasons. He went from carrying the club in Season 1 to merely being an underrated chance creator in Season 3. His dazzling playstyle allows for lots of space being created. But will he continue this consistent form this season? Riccardo Orsolini, the owner of the 3 Michelin star restaurant himself, is just priceless at this point. 24 goals and 22 assists. You know who also had numbers like that in my career modes? Kai Havertz. Orsolini is so elegant on the ball. His passes give you hope that there is actually a god. And his name? Riccardo Orsolini. Iñaki Williams. Lo-fi hip-hop radio, beats to study and relax to, actually got taken down for a bit, which might explain why Iñaki had a bit of trouble scoring at times. But my god, you thought Season 2 Jordan Ayew was good? Well, Season 3 gave us 32-goal Iñaki Williams. Without him, we would have been nowhere near the league title. One of the biggest defining moments for him so far is that goal versus Liverpool. That decided the league in my opinion. But it's a new season. Could the new defining moment result in the Champions League trophy?
Slutt å prate så mye, da blir det ikke noe løye. Prat heller om verdenskrise, jeg synes det er mye viktige gutter, jeg lyng og alle
Ousmane Dembele. That's right, boys. I felt we needed that one blockbuster signing that every successful club makes. And before some of you say, but Maqwell, this is unrealistic. I thought you wanted to be realistic. Shut the fuck up. It's Season 4. Ousmane Dembele, also known as the dude who couldn't tell which foot he preferred, Barcelona has been a major struggle for the poor fella due to his multiple long-term injuries. Ousmane obviously needed a new setting, and here he is now in South London. Signing him not only improves our squad, but also helps improve the depth of our squad. He's so versatile to the point that versatile is Dembele. Fullbacks beware. A club is on a mission, and it has no mercy for you. 90 million euros, a club record signing, but let me tell you, it's gonna be worth it. Ousmane, I'd like to introduce you to your new home. I think you'll like it here. And so we kick off Season 4 against Wolves. Chance for Palace here. It's Elle on the ball. He brings it to Orsolini, deflects off a defender, goes to Williams, then back to Orsolini, and once again Orsolini opens that Premier League scoring account for us. Way later into the second half now, it's Dembele to Williams. Williams through ball, a beautiful one to Orsolini, and Orsolini is going to bury it into the back of the net. It's his second goal in our first match. Great start for him. Villa. Well, right before the end of the half, a chance for Palace here. It's Orsolini on the ball. He passes it to Iñaki Williams. Iñaki Williams sees Brahim making that run, and Brahim buries it into the back of the net. It's 1-0. 66 minutes played now. It's Vinagre on the ball. He brings it to Iñaki Williams, passes it to Brahim. Brahim threads it to Elle on the edge of the box. He cuts inside, decides to take it himself. It's a good save, and it goes right to Iñaki Williams, who finds the back of the net. 85 minutes played now. It's Vinagre to David Boateng, passing it to Iñaki Williams, and Iñaki Williams sees the run by Orsolini, and once again, Orsolini is going to find another goal in his second match. He is on fire so far. Arsenal. 5 minutes into the match, chance for Palace already. We get these early chances and we seem to pounce on them real quick because Iñaki Williams turns his defender and finds the back of the net. It's 1-0 just like that. Then 14 minutes played, it's Milivojevic to Ricardo Rinaldi, who's seemingly trying to find his spot in the first team. He finds Dembele, Dembele passes it to Rinaldi, and it's 2-0. It's Rinaldi's first Premier League goal and also his first Palace goal. The future looks bright. And just to top that off, it's Iñaki Williams passing it to Brahim, to Dembele, to Rinaldi, and Rinaldi sees Orsolini, who turns his defender and puts it into the back of the net. Arsenal weren't done with us just yet though, because Saka crossing in for Nicola Pepe with an unstoppable header. And it's 3-1. Then 82nd minutes played, Arsenal desperate to find a goal to get themselves back into this match. It's Mustafi to Torreira, back to Pepe, passing it to Aubameyang, who heads it towards Holding, to Grealish, and Jack Grealish is going to take one nearly outside of the box. It's a great goal, but luckily enough, we do maintain this 3-2 win. Manchester City. 4 minutes into the match, a chance for Palace already. Once again, those early chances we just keep pouncing on. It's Orsolini passing it to Brahim, and Brahim has all the room in the world to take this, and it's saved by the keeper. 15 minutes played now. It's a chance for City. It's Raheem Sterling trying to scout someone out in the box. He takes it himself. He cuts inside, then passes it to Fernandinho, to Goretzka, passing it to Angelino, and Angelino gets tackled by Elle, and Elle, what's he gonna do? Well, he's gonna start the counter attack for us. It goes to Thomas Partey. Partey passing it to Brahim. Brahim to Orsolini, and Orsolini sees the run by Iñaki Williams. Iñaki Williams, with no one around him, takes the shot, and it's in the back of the net. It's another classic Crystal Palace counterattack that we have destroyed City with, and it's 1-0 just like that. 24 minutes played, it's Juan Foyth getting intercepted by Goretzka, a very bad pass. It's now to De Bruyne. De Bruyne with a really good ball to Gabriel Jesus, and Jesus takes the shot, and it's a great save by Wilker Fariñas. 28 minutes played, it's De Bruyne passing it to Bernardo Silva on the wing. He decides to cross it in for Leon Goretzka, who takes it first time, and it's a great save once again by Wilker Fariñas. 69 minutes played, a cross in by Angelino falling right to Vinagre's feet, which leads to another Crystal Palace classic counterattack. It's Dembele receiving it from Orsolini, and Dembele with his blistering pace, and by blistering I mean 96-97 pace, he goes to Orsolini, and Orsolini once again finds the back of the net, and it's another Crystal Palace counterattack, ending off City's chances. Let's give a quick look at the table so far. Currently, we are second place behind Chelsea because of goal differential. There are 3 teams tied with 12 points though. But to round off the top 5, it's Chelsea, Crystal Palace, Liverpool, Everton, and then Arsenal. Hey Malachi, I'm very sorry, but your team is very shit. Round 2 of the Champions League. This season, we are hoping we can go all the way because we looked very promising in our first season in the Champions League. I mean, we beat PSG. We just nearly got to the semifinals, but City destroyed our hopes at home. But it's a new season, new players, new improvements. I mean, this could be our year. Nonetheless, here's our group for the new Champions League season. It's looking alright. I mean, we have Juventus, which will be a massive challenge, but then we have Club Brugge. Is it Club? It's either one of them. And also Spartak Moscow. So this should be a simple group to go through, but winning the group is going to be an even bigger challenge. For sure. But now we're into our first match, and it is against Club Brugge. Club Brugge? This match was overall extremely defensive, and it seemed like we could only find one attack, and this one attack managed to be a goal, actually. And Iñaki Williams tackling one of the defenders and made a mistake. He then leaves it for Dembele, who takes the shot. It's blocked, then takes the shot once again. Scenes of similar to Zaha's goal against Brighton in Season 1, but nonetheless, it's a vital 3 points for the fight against Juventus. Southampton. Jasper Crystal Palace in the 13th minute. It's a counterattack led by Ousmane Dembele, who threads a ball to Iñaki Williams. Iñaki has one defender to beat, doesn't really get to do it, so he leaves it for Dembele, who finally finds his first Premier League goal. It's 1-0 just like that. 66 minutes play, it's Thomas Partey now. He passes it to Iñaki Williams, threading it this time to Milivojevic, and Kapetan, which is actually Serbian for captain, has scored for Crystal Palace. Burnley. Crystal Palace completely dominated this match, I'm just going to say that now. It's Milivojevic though, he passes it to Orsolini. Orsolini sees the run by Dembele, and Dembele in his second match in a row in the Premier League has scored. 26 minutes play, Brahim dispossessing one of the Burnley defenders. He then leaves it for Iñaki Williams with a lot of room to bring it to Orsolini now, who has all the room in the world to take the shot, and Chef Orsolini isn't going to miss from there. It's 2-0 just like that. 63 minutes played, a cross in for Kondo with a bulleting header, faster than the bullet that went through Kennedy's skull. Palace still not done though, it's Jeffrey Schlupp who just got subbed on. He then crosses it in for Iñaki Williams, who luckily enough gets the goal. It deflected off a defender, but hey, 4-0. And then finally, in the 92nd minute, with basically no time left in the match, it's Kirby to Thomas Partey. Partey with the through ball to Naya Kirby, who's gonna try and take the shot, and he's fouled in the box. And Iñaki Williams to take this one into the top corner, and he does. It's a beautiful penalty. 5-0. And now our biggest challenge yet, Juventus. So before I actually get into this match, here's a little known fact. Riccardo Orsolini, you know, our starting center attacking midfielder, well, he once was actually signed for Juventus, although he was always loaned out and never actually played for them. By the way, Riccardo, I really do not rate that turtleneck. I really hope you're not doing that in South London. Nonetheless, Riccardo Orsolini is definitely wanting some revenge today. 17 minutes played, it's Aaron Ramsey with a good pass to Victor Osimhen, who then passes it to Paulo Dybala, who takes the shot outside the box. And it's 1-0 to Juventus. Not a good start, guys. Not at all. Juventus continuing the onslaught of attacks here, as Dybala now on the ball. He runs into the edge of the box, leaves it for Ronaldo, who takes the shot, and Cristiano Ronaldo gets the ball saved by Wilker Fariñas. Wilker, you better remember that for the rest of your life. 40 minutes played now, Juventus continuing the attacking prowess here, as Carvajal on the ball brings it to Aaron Ramsey, back to Carvajal, and Carvajal is going to cross it in for, well, it was Koundé until he's dispossessed by Victor Osimhen. And thank God for that save. Things started to turn around for us in the second half as we finally found one opportunity. It's Orsolini. He threads it out to Brahim. Brahim then cuts inside, passing it back to Orsolini, who takes this shot, and it is so well wide of the goal. You really wouldn't think that was Riccardo Orsolini taking that shot. 56 minutes played, a great tackle by Koundé, who goes to Dembele, then to Orsolini, passing it to Partey, and Partey sees the run by Iñaki Williams, who then goes towards the edge of the box. He doesn't have enough room to take the shot, so he leaves it for none other than Riccardo Orsolini, who has just got his bit of revenge against Juventus. 73 minutes played, Dybala whipping in a cross. It's punched out by Wilker Fariñas, goes to Alexandro, to De Ligt, who tries to take the shot. Luckily enough, it's blocked, and Crystal Palace have the chance to counter and possibly even score. It's Brahim with a great through ball to Ousmane Dembele, and Ousmane Dembele has nothing but the keeper to beat. But himself also. So we didn't win. We could have won, but we didn't. But nonetheless, a point against Juventus in Turin, I will very much take that. Once again, another table review, as it is the end of September now. We are first place once again. We are undefeated. We have not drawn or lost a single match, which is quite impressive to be honest. But just to round off the top 5, it's us in first, Liverpool with 19 points, Chelsea with 18, Spurs with 16, and Everton with also 16. And speaking of Everton, Everton. 26 minutes played, a chance for Everton. It's Andre Gomez, who's just struggling to get past our defense, but somehow manages to do it. And he then crosses it in for Ryan Fraser, who puts it in the back of the net. And we're 1-0 down against Everton. Into the second half we go. It's Ricardo Orsolini passing it to Milivojevic, who then passes it back to Orsolini. It's not really gone to him though, but somehow it manages to go to Iñaki Williams, who then threads it to Brahim. And Brahim once again finding the back of the net, equalizes it, and we're back in this one. But then once again, Everton just taking advantage of our defense. It just seemed like we were nothing like we were last season this season, because Cordoba running past every single one of our defenders. I know it's a counter-attack, but still, we hadn't really conceded that many, and once again, Everton score. It's 2-1. But then 88 minutes played, a taste of their own medicine for Everton as Brahim leading this counter-attack. He cuts inside, passes it to Williams, and then Williams brings it back to Brahim. Brahim sees Williams between the two defenders, and there's no chance for Pickford on this shot. And it's a 2-2 equalizer. And I mean, it wasn't a win, but I mean, a point. I'll take it over a loss. I guess the Premier League TV dealers were actually being intelligent this time and gave us a primetime match against Liverpool. Thumbs up, guys. Well, 13 minutes into the match, it didn't really start out that well. It's Juan Foyth bringing it to Wilker Fariñas. Everything seems pretty calm by now. Koundé passing it to Milivojevic, who gets dispossessed because of an awful touch. It's Gaeta on the ball. He ball rolls, passes it to Mane, and Mane finds the back of the net near post. It's 1-0 to Liverpool. 24 minutes played, once again another attack for Liverpool. It's a counter-attack. We have been pretty susceptible to the counter-attack in this season for some reason. It's Fabinho on the ball though. He then passes it to Sadio Mane, to Origi, who takes the shot, and luckily enough it just hits the side netting. 37 minutes played, Vinagre blocks the first cross, but then Salah gets the next one. It goes right to Juan Foyth though. Then it goes to Ricardo Orsolini. It's to Brahim on the ball. Brahim sees the run by Iñaki, and also he sees the run by Ousmane Dembele, and Ousmane Dembele could very much give himself a little bit of redemption here as he puts it into the back of the net, and it's 1-1 just like that. And now a corner for Crystal Palace. It's Thomas Partey heading it down to Iñaki Williams. It's beautiful heading play. That's a really weird term to use, but nonetheless, it's 2-1 to Crystal Palace and another 3 points. And boys, what's that? Another happy ending for an episode? Yeah.